welcome to a new video. I have some fun little pickups for a fun little console. So let's get started. Hey guys, I'm so glad you are watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't, and hit the bell button so you don't miss anything. And I just received a package in the mail. It's and of course the necessary cleanup. I don't want to put this in my good game gear without cleaning it first. And as you can see, not an unnecessary task. So now let's talk about the games. Yeah, I scored some games for the Game Gear, which I saw an ad online that a guy was willing to sell 18 Game Gear games for a really good price. I negotiated with him. I said I have 10 doubles in that batch of you. Do you want to do it for less? But the price per unit is higher that way, and he agreed. So now I have a new batch of Game Gear games, 11 pieces to be exact. I paid for, and if you include the sending fee, I paid €4.50 per piece, but you will find out in a minute. I will not keep everything. The first one is Chakan, or Chakan, I don't know how you pronounce it. Yeah, a bit a weird game. The music is bad. It's a platformer. Yeah, weird kind of game, but I will keep it in my collection. Then the Smurfs, or Les Stroumpfs or so. It's probably French. Yeah, we have French over here in Europe. Yeah, there were two Smurf games, and I didn't know that there were two games. The other one is here. I have two Smurf games. This one I like, and this one I don't, because on the first stage you go to the right and you fall into into water, and you're done, and you have to go upwards and go over and jump on a bird. Real weird platformer game, real weird atmosphere. This one, when I think of Smurfs, I think of this kind of game. It's happy, the music is good, and I associate that with the Smurf wood, and this is that kind that game. So I like this one, and I don't this one. Then we have G-Loc. It's a shooter. It's you are in a plane and you have to shoot things, and yeah, it's somewhat 3D, but not really. But it's a first-person shooter, but a it's a first-person plane shooter. Then we have the ultra bad Monaco Grand Prix. Yeah, there were a lot of games made back in the days, claiming real 3D, just like G-Loc, but they aren't real 3D. They are in a, how do you call it, perspective. If I get the name, I will blend it in. Yeah, this is one of those games. I have the Master System version, so I know the game, but yeah, not really. But I'm trying to get a complete Game Gear collection, and this one is part of that. Yeah, funny story with this one. Castle Evolution. Yeah, I played the Master System version way back, and I liked it then. I want to have it complete, so I wanted to have this one too. But the problem with this game is it makes my screen flicker of my Game Gear. And the funny thing is, I had a game before, a Castle Evolution game, that I sold for 50 cents because it didn't work properly. And I'm suspecting that this is the game that that I sold, and someone sold it back to me. So I'm not going to keep this one. I'm trying to sell it again for 50 cents. A game that I'm not going to keep is Slider. Not because it's a bad game or something, but the pins are really worn out, and I want to have it in a better condition. The game is it's a kind of puzzle game. I didn't really figure out yet. I have to really quietly sit down and try to play it. I think it's a kind of puzzle game, but not going to keep it. Then, yeah, this I'm really happy with. I searched for this one, and sometimes I see it for 15 to 30 euros. And there was a sticker on the back that says 10 euros, but now I got it for 4.5. Of course, a typical, no, not really typical Sonic game. They try to 3D render the characters in the game to make it somewhat more spiffier and somewhat to make it more nicer. But it's a Sonic game, and I have to really quietly sit down. I like Sonic games a lot. To try and play it properly. There's another game, Sonic game in the mix, and that is Sonic Chaos. I have the Master System version, so the game is not new, but yeah, if you want to have a complete Game Gear collection, you have to, of course, have Sonic Chaos. I like this one better than Sonic 2. I recently played Sonic 2 a lot, and for the Master System, no, it's not a particularly good game. This is a better game and more fun. Then, yeah, funny story about this one either. It's Terminator 2. No, it's T2. It's the arcade version. I tried to look it up on the internet, and I saw that there was a version that says Terminator 2, and that is a platformer game. But this is not a platformer game. This is a shooter. This is the arcade version. What was that? This is the arcade version of the Terminator game. Try to mimic it from the arcades. I'm not gonna keep this one because there is a really weird rash on the cartridge, and I don't know what it is. I hope that it wasn't my cleaning job that did this. Okay, and then we have a last one, and that is Cheese Catastrophic. Yeah. It's the cat. It's Sylvester. Cheese Catastrophic. It's a platformer game. I played it somewhat. Yeah, not really special, but fun to have it in the collection. That's it already for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!